I'm glad and proud to be here to expose the investigative action of the department to which I belong. My speech is essentially about how the Guardia di Finanza of Venice approached the first controls activities in the field of the National Recovery and Resilience Plan. Sì. Okay. As known, the initiative under the National Recovery and Resilience Plan concerns 3 macro areas of benefits, which in summary consist of subsidized or not repayable grants, mainly for the Italian small and medium enterprise sector, multi-year tax credit linked to investment aimed at energy efficiency and digital transition. Finally, financing of public works contract aimed to the implementation of project for sustainable social and economic growth of the country. When we started, according to the line-wise of Guardia di Finanza headquarters, when we started, the law enforcement against fraud to NRRP in the second half of 2022, there were not yet public works contracts in act. So the Economic and Financial Police Unit of the Guardia di Finanza of Venice has oriented its activities toward subsidized or not repayable grants, as well as in the tax credit sector, in relation to which some NRRP measures have already found complete or at least advanced implementation. We started to analyze the financing of Measure 1, Component 2, Investment 5, with a forecast of 1.2 billion euros across the entire national territory, dedicated to the internalization of Italian small and medium enterprises through incentives, both not repayable and at the subsidized rate, managed centrally by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation through CIMEST, SPA, CIMEST Ltd. CIMEST is a public company that supports the growth of the Italian company through the internationalization of their business. The financial resources are directed toward investment in support of Italian small and medium enterprises to encourage the development of competitiveness in terms of innovation and sustainability, with positive trade-off on international markets, for example, feasibility studies, participation in international fairs, services, internalization and digital commerce, project financing to promote innovation, green transition, and business process engineering. This slide concerns the first year observed, 2020, with financing of 84.4 million euros to 588 companies located in Veneto. At the end of 2022, the size of the initiative in terms of resource committed and number of beneficiaries across the entire territory of the Veneto region was 107 million euros, which involved more than 700 companies. Based on this data, the following step was the risk analysis for the selection of the subject to be controlled. So for the entire number of companies, 724, companies, we entry the data of VAT number and tax number in Dorsale Informatica. Dorsale Informatica, also translated as such as information technology backbone, is an IT platform to gather all operational database of the Guardia di Finanza. This allows us to perform some information, important information. First of all, the existing criminal records on shareholders and administrators. To catch convergence of directors and registered officers. In other words, to identify multiple companies based at the same address or the same individual involved in multiple companies. We collect other information through database which belong to Guardia di Finanza, police database for police record only regarding the Guardia di Finanza activity, and other information we catch the information by Amico Plus that detect the presence of the target companies in other risk analysis, also conducted by carried on by Guardia di Finanza. And also we track all the suspicion transaction report. Next one. The outcome of the tactical analysis of the province of Venice revealed the following issue. Inconsistent corporate balance sheet items, production value, production cost, compared to the turnover, sometimes absent, of the beneficiary economic entities. Establishment of the company or submission of annual accounts close to the application for access to the grants. Absence of tax declaration in the year to which the corporate balance sheet refer. Absence of active or passing invoices, highlighting the inactivity of the beneficiary economic entities. For beneficiary economic entities, I mean company which apply for grants, of course. In spite of what is stated on the annual financial statement, this thanks to electronic invoice and fees portal, is in Italian fatture corrispettivi, which allows to Italian Revenue Agency and to the Guardia di Finanza to have the invoicing volumes of each individual company in real time. Also, numerous changes in the business purpose and the registered office address of the beneficiary companies, high turnover of shareholders and administrators, shareholders and administrators with numerous criminal records for economic and financial crimes. Just is useful to remember that the condition of eligibility, the company applying for grants must be a small and medium enterprise with its registered office in Italy, must have filled with the company registered at least two full set of accounts for 2 complete exercises, and when submitting the application for grants, the details of the beneficial owner must be provided. The application for subsidized grant must be submitted after registration through an online portal specifically created by CMEST and available in the dedicated area of the website. In one word, is only electronic check. No one take a look what administrators put in the application. All mentioned in the situation was reported to the European Prosecutor Office, the Public Prosecutor Office of Venice, using, of course, the EPPO crime report, which took the lead in the investigation and carried it out in cooperation with the delegated European prosecutor in other member states, such as Austria, Belgium, Bulgaria, France, Germany, Lithuania, Romania, Slovakia, and Spain. There is also judicial cooperation of ongoing investigative case with other delegate European prosecutor in Italy, such as Rome, Milan, Bologna, Naples, and other national prosecutor office. Investigative activities have been carried out in cooperation with the Special Public Expenditure and Community Fraud Repression Unit of the Guardia di Finanza in Rome. So thanks to Colonel Andrea Pecorari for a fundamental contribution and support to the complex activity. So the investigation, for the investigation, we use several tools, such as banking inquiries, national banking inquiries, and also foreign banking inquiries using Article 31 of EPPO regulation. We had suspicion transaction report, as said, not only domestic, but also coming from foreign financial intelligence unit. As already said, judicial cooperation, but also police cooperation, mainly with Europol. Afterwards, we had the acquisition of documents and information by CMEST, Infocamere, Sogei, Google, open source, of course, and virtual private network providers. Use technical investigation, first of all, wiretapping, also by installing microphones in cars and Trojan phones, geolocation of targets, and analysis of IP address. We use also research and information gathering, especially using generators of artificial intelligence model to scrap information about companies who attend at the international fair, to check if Italian company participate to this fair. Sì. The fraud system so detected is based on the following aspects: submission of false financial statement for all the companies involved in order to circumvent the automated control of the portal dedicated to the submission of grant application. It should be noted that the granting of the aid was subject only to an automatic check of the financial statement and data declared by the applicant, which did not reveal any inaccuracies. Use of several figureheads, often homeless or jobless or drug addict. Indication of fictitious company address. Often many companies are resident at the same address. user bank accounts effectively managed by promoters of the criminal syndicate. This is revealed by analysis of an internet provider address used for banking order. Extension of the organization criminal activities also in the tax credit sector, using the same companies and the same figureheads. Immediate transfer of funds, such as the first tranche for 50% of the grant, to foreign bank accounts. Thank you. Regarding this last point, evidence of money laundering has emerged also due to the development of over 60 suspicious transaction reports of Italian Financial Intelligence Unit and the development of 4 reports from foreign FIU. Important evidence has emerged for the identification of the assets subject to money laundering or self-laundering in high-value properties, 2 buildings in Italy and other abroad, purchase of numerous luxury cars, Audi, Porsche, Lamborghini, BMW, luxury jewelry and watches such as Rolex, gold bar, crypto asset, and continued use of casinos, not just for entertainment, but mainly for money laundering. So we can go over. What's the result of this investigation? Guardia di Finanza has a report to the European Prosecutor Office. 9 individuals for criminal association for the purpose of obtaining grants, of course, of national recovery and resilience plan, forgery committed by a private person in public act, false corporate communication, and due receipt of national public funds. 70 individuals more for obtaining subsidies from NRP funds, forgery and committed by a private person in public act, and false corporate communication. And 54 legal entities for administrative responsibility of companies. So we ask for measures. We already had an enforcement of freezing of 358 million euros in tax credit held in the tax drawer of companies involved in the large-scale fraud scheme. Illicit procedures subject to money laundering, estimating more than 10 million euros. And we made a request submitted to the European Prosecutor's Officer for seizure and confiscation of 756 million euros in tax credit, restrictive personal measures for 23 individuals who are investigated, of course, and the seizure and confiscation of 10 million euros related to money laundering, including properties, luxury cars, jewelry, watches, gold bar, and crypto asset. That's all, and thank you for your attention.